Hello, I'm John Costigan with Cognitive Corporate Services, here with Slawek Smulewicz of G2.Energy, a CSE listed company. The symbol is G2OO, and we're here to talk to him about the latest news releases from the company. So G2 has a new focus. Could you let our audience know what that new focus is?
Absolutely, my pleasure. So G2 now, our main focus is oil and gas. I know it is controversial for many of people, but this is really, in our opinion, the big opportunity of this time, and that's why our 100% focus is oil and gas, the producing fields, oil and gas in USA.
So you're looking at acquiring, producing oil fields in what region of the U.S.?
Main focus is Texas at the moment, and the first transaction we just signed, and we announced the PSA last Tuesday. We as well looking for some projects in Michigan, Louisiana, and as well California, which is as well the more difficult, but there is a lot of low-hanging fruits over there. But Texas is a main place to do the business.
And so why Texas? Do you have some expertise in Texas?
Great question. Absolutely. We preparing to this transformation for G2, we were able to secure a very strong team over the Texas and very strong team in states. We have the people with with decades of experience, knowing the fields, knowing the production, how to really squeeze the last drop of the oil from the fields over there.
And you say you're buying revenue. What kind of revenue would one of these fields? Is this a large field, or what kind of? I guess what kind of revenue are we looking at that you're looking?
Yeah, we are still a small company, so for us the opportunity to find on a smaller side projects. But the small, I mean, we're looking for the projects with minimum around 200 barrels per day, but with opportunity to increase the production. We have the projects which we can bring the production up to 1,000, up to 1,400 barrels per day from the existing production at 200 barrels per day level. So we're looking, when you think about the revenue stream, we're talking about something from 3 million as it is today, but we can move the production, we can bring the revenue stream to $15-20 million a year level. So that's a huge opportunity in our idea. What I need to share with you, there's another reason why we talk about Texas. We think about the revenue stream with the profit margin at 80% level, 80. This is the opportunity of the time today.
So oil's at $65 a barrel as we speak. So 1,000 barrels a day is a significant revenue for a small mid-sized company. How are you going to finance those acquisitions?
At the moment, our target for the acquisition, for the financing acquisition, is 5% equity. That's why we're raising now the small financing. That's our equity component. And the 95% is a debt financing. We are in discussion with a couple different groups. We have the strong feedback for the positive feedback for the financing, debt financing. And those groups, they see opportunity in the long term to invest in the projects like our project, like G2, and to really stand behind the acquisition of the small size oil fields in states.
And what's that going to cost you then, that acquisition?
We are talking about around 12% interest for the debt financing.
No, the actual purchase tag, the price tag.
Yes, so the $3 million revenue stream, which we're buying right now, we need to pay $8 million.
Thank you.
$8 million, 5% equity, 95% debt.
Okay, and so majority of that will be debt.
Majority is debt.
So, as an equity investor, how can I participate?
We have now the private placement. We just announced the private placement this week. It's a small round, $800,000 in total. It's a unit financing, so we're offering one unit at 10 cents with the one full warrant at 15 cents. It's very tight, as I said, $800,000. We don't want to raise too much equity. We want to keep the structure very tight. We want to really work for the shareholders, and the equity portion is always for us very important. So we, of course, I invite everyone to participate in financing, and I think it's a great opportunity to have your couple bucks in the G2.Technology, because that's going to be a great story and it's going to be a great company.
So you're going to add about 10 million shares to the current 23 million, and we come out of the gate at about 33 million shares with revenue, about $3 million in revenue. Is this correct?
That's very correct. So yes, $33 million shares post-transaction, $3 million revenue right away, with the potential to increase the production to $20 million a year.
Do you have a plan to tell the world about this? This sounds very exciting. So do you have a marketing plan for G2? Because
yes, we are a public company, so the proper message to the market is very important. The proper communication and awareness of what we are doing, that's an important part for our business. So of course the small portion of the revenue stream will always go to the marketing plan, and this way we want to always communicate, and we all want to share the newest information, what we are doing, how we achieve the goals, where we're going ahead, what's the next step for the G2.
Do you have a European audience for this? Because I know previously there have been European investors in the company. Are they still interested in this type of investment?
Yes, we do. We have, of course, we are happy to work with your group guys here in Vancouver to have the more exposure to the audience in North America. And as well, we're working with the CM Equity in Germany, from Munich. So we have the very bright, big audience over there. We have the audience in Germany, Netherlands, Norway, Finland. We can call Europe.
And quickly, I know this is just stage one of G2's sort of acquisition and growth targets. You talk a little bit about the next couple of months, or it's like 12 to 18 months, what you see as a roadmap for G2?
We see this very clear that for the next 12 to 18 months, 24 months, we are focused on future acquisitions. That's why we are investing a lot of in the due diligence process. We are looking at different projects. And the next 12 to 24 months, we want to focus on the acquisition. We want to increase our production to 5,000 barrels a day. That's our target, and I believe we can achieve this in this period of time. Target is to do it in 18 months. Let's say 24 months from now, we should be, as a G2 company, with 5,000 barrels a day production.
I mean, you realize that 5,000 barrels a day is $30,000 a day.
At today's price, yes, a day. So that's a revenue stream a day. That's it's maybe a bit ambitious, but we see a lot of opportunities on the market. And I believe we can deliver this to the shareholders.
Well, quickly, if I calculate, your current market cap is about 1.6 million.
1.8.
If you go to 5,000 barrels a day, your market cap would be close to 300 million. This seems outrageous. How is this possible?
That's possible with the hard work of the team, which we have behind, and with the support of investors. And I think it's possible and it's achievable, and that's our focus. This is focus of our team to really build this company, move to the next level, and the next level is going to be very high.
Very interesting. So if you want to participate in the private placement, Slawek's going to give you, if you can just alliterate it once again, what the terms of that private placement are going to be, so we can, if we want to get further involved, we can access the private placement.
So we inviting everyone to participate in the financing. 1 unit at 10 cents. It will give you the 1 share and 1 full warrant. Warrant exercise at 15 cents. Warrant is valid for 24 months. It's a great opportunity, and it's very small financing, only $800,000. So everyone is invited, and everyone should participate. The more details you will see on the screen in a moment. You are very welcome, and I hopefully will see you on the list of shareholders soon.
And thank you, Slawek. If you want more information, the contact details will be below. And thank you very much for the opportunity to speak to you. And thank you, Slawek.
Thank you so much. It was my great pleasure, and I'm happy to share the details.
Thank you.
What do I sign?